Question 54 is Deputy Robert Troyes.
Thank you, Ken Corla. Minister, this is in relation to a school building programme that's currently underway, the relocation of Curramore National School to the Ardmore Road in Mullingar, which was due to be completed in September gone by, and it's far from completed. And I'm looking for an update, and I suppose what role your department can play in ensuring that this contractor lives up to the time frame that was stipulated in the contract that was awarded.
Deputy Minister.
I have been made aware of the building project for the school that the Deputy is referring to. Delays have unfortunately been experienced in delivering this project. These arose because the contractor encountered bad unforeseen ground conditions together with severe weather events, which we will all remember from earlier this year. The project had been scheduled for completion for September 2018. In view of the issues met by the contractor, the likely completion date is now April 2019. I know how disappointing this is for the school, and I understand how difficult it is for it to manage out a growing enrolment until its new building is in place. It is, however, in the nature of any building project, whether it is a school, an office block or a house, that unforeseen issues can arise. The objective always is to deal with these as efficiently as possible to minimise delay. The project is being delivered by the local county council, which is continuing to pursue the contractor for as speedy a delivery of the project as possible. The council has the full support of my department in its efforts to achieve this without compromising the integrity of the building being delivered. To ensure that the school is kept fully up to date with progress in the project, the County Council will be providing the Board of Management with monthly updates. The intention is that this approach will provide accurate and precise information to help the school to plan and manage its needs until its permanent accommodation is available.
Thank you. Well, Minister, you're right in some of the things you said. And this school was promised a new building back in 2013. They've been waiting a hell of a long time. They're currently working out of very much substandard accommodation. Now, I have to say, despite that, they're fortunate to have excellent teachers, and the quality of education hasn't been diminished. But it's not right and it's not fair for the students and the teachers to have to put up with the facilities they're currently operating out of. And I want to compliment the school, the school authorities, for changing the opening hours to facilitate, because it was absolutely a logjam out there in September. Because at the department's request, the school took in an additional baby infant class. And the traffic was serious, and the school, to their credit, as I said, staggered the opening hours. Yes, there has been bad weather. Yes, there has been unforeseen circumstances, and that's why the council allowed them a 1-month extension. But we're now talking about April of next year. That's much longer than a month. Unforeseen circumstances is understandable, but skeleton staff working on the development is not unforeseen circumstances.
Thank you, Deputy.
And we need to bring pressure on this contractor to accelerate the efforts to get these pupils into their new school without any further delay.
Minister.
Yeah, I know you'll be aware of where the project's at, but just for the purpose of public record, the contractor is on programme to complete the development in line with this construction programme by April 2019. More than 90% of the block work is complete overall, with 100% of the structural block work complete to roof level. Concrete roof beams almost complete, and the roof steel is due on site next week. Over 45% of the mechanical installation is complete on the ground floor. Over 85% of site drainage works are complete. Works have commenced on the provision of the staff car park and the set-down area, including internal roads and the foundations for the boundary wall. In preparation for the opening of the new school, Phase 1 works to upgrade the footpaths on the road extraneous to the site are completed, and the County Council reports that this has made a great improvement to the safety of this road for motorists and pedestrians. But I do take your point in terms of the frustrations, and people want to see progress, and particularly parents and students.
Troy.
Yes, Minister, you're right in what you say. I drive by the school a couple of times a week, and I can see, yes, there's progress have been made in the last number of weeks, and full compliments to Westmeath County Council for sitting on this contractor. But it is no secret that for weeks and for months there was skeleton staff operating there. It wasn't the weather. In good days there was no staff there, or very little staff there. And what I want to know is, what penalties are going to be imposed? It's simply not good enough that somebody who's awarded a lucrative state contract to provide a much-needed, long overdue service can, for whatever reason, maybe he's trying to keep 2 jobs going, I don't know, but he signed up to a contract. He's not honouring that commitment. He got a small extension, not an extension till April of next year, and we need to send a clear message out. If we want to provide infrastructure, if we want to provide services for our community at taxpayers' expense, there has to be consequences for the contractors who fail to deliver that.
Thank you,
and I want the Minister to commit today that people such as this contractor will face consequences for not fulfilling their contractual obligations.
Deputy. Thank you, Minister.
Yeah, look, a number of issues have arisen on the project, as you'll be aware from anecdotally on the ground, and these have been referred to conciliation in accordance with the contract, and conciliations are confidential in their dealing as they do with contractual issues. So while I cannot give the specifics of the issue in this conciliation case, I do take on board you raising this issue and looking to impress on the point that you want to ensure that the speedy and getting this project across the line as quickly as possible.